Hello, everybody. So I am on here because earlier today I had put up a post in one of my support groups on Facebook. And she suggested that I do a video like this because good old United Healthcare, she believes that they needed to be called out. The recent things that have happened surrounding United Healthcare CEO, and I don't by any means condone doing things like that to people. But I can also understand how people just get pushed to a limit, especially when it comes to their health or their loved one's health. So I have 2 autoimmune diseases, and if you've seen my previous videos, you know my story on that. So the 2 autoimmune diseases have triggered something called Raynaud's syndrome. And pretty much what that is the arteries, like in my fingers and my toes, that's where I'm affected, they constrict in response to cold. So whenever I get cold, the blood supply gets, like restricted and cut off to my fingers and to my toes. And the tips of my fingers turn white. The tips of my fingers turn blue. They go completely numb. Right now, as I'm speaking, actually 2 of my fingers are numb and they're hurting. They start to hurt. And it doesn't even have to be like super duper cold. Like right now, it's just, I think because my shoulder's out, my body feels a little cold. So now 2 of my fingers are numb and white. So once I warm up, they'll go back to the normal color and they'll stop tingling and they'll stop hurting. So that's what I have to deal with. It happens in the winter, it happens in the summer, it happens in the spring. If I'm in the air conditioning, if I'm in the shower, I get out the shower and step out, it happens to my hands. If I grab something to drink out the refrigerator, it's just very much in the way. So, and it's painful. It's painful. People that have Raynaud's syndrome understand and they know. So this is secondary to the autoimmune disease that I have. Anyway, so I talked to my rheumatologist about it, and she was telling me that there's a drug called sildenafil that can help with it. Sildenafil is Viagra, and you can imagine my surprise when she said that. But pretty much that helps with the blood flow. It's for a different reason than men use it for. I mean, it's the same, it's just a different body part, I guess. So she told me that this Viagra would be able to help me. So she prescribed 20 milligrams for me to take once a day, every day, once a day. So I go to the pharmacy to go pick it up, and I get my bottle, I get home, I open it up, and there is 6 pills inside of the bottle. And I'm like, let me call the pharmacy back because I don't know why there's only 6 pills in here and I have to take it once a day for 30 days. So I call them back and they're like, oh, that's all your insurance company would approve. So I'm like, y'all really just gave me 6 pills. Like, so I called my rheumatology office and told her what happened. And she was letting me know how the insurance company had been trying to contact her about the prescription, and basically they won't cover it prescribed by a rheumatologist. They're saying it has to be called in by a cardiologist. So I called my cardiologist because I have autoimmune diseases. My heart can be affected by that, so I have to have my heart checked every year. So I do have a cardiologist. So I called the cardiologist and he said that no, I can't call it in because if you don't have pulmonary hypertension, then that's the only thing I can call it in for. So he's like, you need to get back in touch with your rheumatologist. He's like, the only other thing that it's used for is Raynaud's syndrome. And I'm like, that's what I have. And he's like, yeah, that's what rheumatology sees for, not me. Which, from what I understand, cardiologists can see for that because it does, we're talking about arteries and stuff here, and I'm not getting into all that, but yes, from what I heard, I thought a cardiologist could do it, which I may have to get another cardiologist. But either way, it's just going through all of this, just trying to get something I need. So I call back to the rheumatologist office and let them know, the cardiologist said that he would discuss it with you and, what to do. So they ended up letting my rheumatologist know. They called me back and they were asking me, oh, well, how does amlodipine work for you? Because amlodipine is the blood pressure pill that I take. They said, how does that work for you? And I said, it doesn't work. I've been on it all along and I still got Raynaud's syndrome. So they were like, okay, we're going to call in another prescription for the sildenafil, the Viagra, and it's going to be 25 milligrams. So keep in mind, the first time it was 20 milligrams for once a day. Now she's saying 25 milligrams, because since this is happening to me every day, multiple times a day, now she wants me to do 25 milligrams 3 times a day, which it sounds like a lot to me. But also in my head, it's like, it sounds like it's going to be more expensive, because at this point, I'm going to pay out of pocket for it. I'm going to use GoodRx, and it's going to be like $20-something. But still, like every month when I have insurance that I pay for and it comes out of my paycheck faithfully, every single paycheck, why do I have to do this? You know, it's a pain, you know, so why do I have to pay out of pocket for a medication that my insurance should cover? Why are they giving me a hard time? Why does it matter what kind of doctor is calling it in when a doctor is calling it in and I have this issue, you know? So, also, hopefully, if I have pictures, if I can insert it, I will. You know, maybe you've already seen them if you've made it this far in the video, but it's just, I don't know, I feel like at this point, I'm going to call out United Healthcare. That's what I was recommended to do by somebody that knows the business. So, United Healthcare, get it together. What's the problem? Please share this video if you've made it this far. Share it, share it, share it. Hashtag, tag, do whatever you got to do. Share it, United Healthcare. What's up?